Salford City are the young pups when it comes to Mancunian football, but already they are making a splash. Owned by Project 92, who have shareholders including David Beckham, Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, Gary Neville, Nicky Butt, just to name a few. We are going to fulfill their destiny of becoming the biggest club in Manchester. Bigger than Manchester United, bigger than Manchester City. And not only this, today, in this rebuild, we make Salford City the biggest club in Europe. Welcome to arguably our biggest monster rebuild of FIFA 22. The objective of this series is to take a team to Champions League glory. All games barring the Champions League final will be simulated. The jump-in feature cannot be used during simulations. And a warning, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. So here is the starting 11 that we have been given to start life at Salford City with. There is some areas definitely that require our improvement. There's some young players in here, but we're going to have a lot of work to do if we want to get ourselves up the English footballing pyramid. I think I'm going to look to get a striker, maybe a centre-back, maybe some other positions in for season number 1. Coming out of the gates, absolutely firing, signing an English wonder kid here. I've been wanting to sign this kid in a Road to Glory rebuild for a very long time. Dane Scarlett from Tottenham. We're going to get him out of the Tottenham Youth Academy and into the Salford City starting 11, joining us here for £1.65 million. Meanwhile, the man that's currently ahead of Scarlett in the depth chart, I guess you could say, is Ian Henderson, but Ian Henderson is now gone. I did say I wanted to upgrade at the centre-back role as well, so Ashley Eastham is off to Al Rayyan. Jason Lowe also out of the club, off to Hiroshima in the Japanese league for £520,000. Speaking of £520,000, we're about 100,000 subscribers away from that right now, but make sure you scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you're new around here. So I said I wanted to bring in a striker, and I said I wanted to bring in a centre-back. We've brought in Scarlett, and now they've brought in a new centre-back. It is the Swiss defender, Marco Birch, joining us here from FC Luzern. But the clean-out continues as Tom Elliott is the latest player gone. There we go, 2 big additions to the side here. Stretching the budget, getting some players out of the club, but most importantly, improving the Salford City team from day one. I mean, with the additions here of Birch and Scarlett, this is what the team looks like. It's not a crazy improvement, but it is an upgrade nonetheless, and hopefully an upgrade for the future. We are on the cusp of promotion to League One this season. The goal the board have set us is to fight for promotion, and currently we sit 1 point out of the playoffs. But the good thing, we're only 5 points away from top of the table Bristol Rovers, so just get things rolling here in the second half of the season, and we could be on here, lads. So I want to get some more money into the club so we can make some more transfers. So I'm sending Ibo Torre on a permanent transfer to Guadalajara in the Mexican League. And there it is, I'm going to upgrade the left back position. You might have seen that coming after I sold that other left back, but it is going to be the Croatian left back, David Kalina. Never heard of this guy, but he has come from Hajduk Split in the Croatian League. Hopefully he can be something decent for us. A club record, I think? £3 million transfer. What has happened in this second half of the season? I was certain that with that signing of Kalina, we would automatically fall into a playoff favourite, a promotion favourite. We finish in 11th. I mean, we weren't too far off, but still, that is disappointing. Colchester winning the league on 78 points. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the table, it's Rochdale, Bradford City, Mansfield Town, teams we'd expect. Liverpool win a Merseyside derby in the FA Cup final. West Ham United, the David Moyes effect is continuing. Meanwhile, Ipswich Town win the coveted Papa John's Trophy. My boy Lasty, that one's for you. Whilst it is Tranmere taking down Bristol to get the final promotion spot. Atletico Madrid win the Champions League against Dortmund. I mean, we know now that final's impossible this year. Benfica win an all-Portuguese Europa League final, and Tottenham do not win the Conference League in Season 1 for once. Finally! Despite an up and down season overall though, this has been a great start for Dane Scarlett, who has gone up 3 overall and bagged himself 17 goals here in Season 1. Now, if you're an NRL fan like me and a Dragons fan, unfortunately, like me, this name would mean a lot to you. Josh Morris, not Slippery Morris. It is Josh Morris from our club at Salford City, wearing the right red and white again though, but I don't think 5 people are going to understand that reference, but Josh Morris is off to the club with the name I'm not even going to try pronunciating for £820,000. Another one of our top-rated players. He's getting on in age. Matti Lund is off to Ulsan Hyundai in the Korean League, and it's time to bring a bit of oceanic flair into the side. Marko Stamenic, the New Zealand midfielder, is joining us for £2.1 million. Meanwhile, Conor McAlhaney, I remember this guy when he was at Everton, I think it was, when I did my Everton career mode back in like FIFA 13, I think it was. This dude was a borderline wonder kid. I wish nothing but the best to Conor McAlhaney. And in replacement, we're going to get a young English attacking midfielder. It is Alex Scott, who's going to join us here for £2 million from Bristol City. Meanwhile, Donald Love is off to Real Sociedad's B team, not the main team, the B team. And Liam Lachlan is off to Leyton Orient on a season-long loan. Needed to get a regen young goalkeeper just as a reserve option and someone we could grow. So I'm going to find this 16-year-old German goalkeeper, Fritz Bender. We're going to sign him on a free, and that is the opening transfer window of season number 2. Absolutely killing it. I'm honestly tempted to start this Bender fella instead of King, who's getting on a little bit in age, but this is how the team is looking now. The team is very balanced, but there's still a lot of players in this starting 11 that I just want to upgrade on and get younger upgrades, really. Top of the league on the 1st of January, but holy smokes, look at these. Look at the points column. We're on 43 points. Stevenage, who are in 8th, are only 5 points behind us. This season is far from safe. So I'm going to look to get some business done here in the January transfer window. Liam Shepherd, the first name out of the club. Normally you sing this to Ryan, but we're going to do it to Steven. So it's Steven Sessegnon, Steven Sessegnon. Welcome to Salford. We are going up. Say we are going up. Say what? Let's go, Champione. I'm in a giddy mood this morning, lads, but Champione, Champione. Ole, ole, ole. Crawley Town, Swindon Town, Exeter City, get good. Man City, FA Cup winners this season. Man United, Carabao Cup winners. Wickham Wanderers have won the Papa John's Trophy. I want to see if we can get our hands on that one. Meanwhile, it is Bristol Rovers avoiding back-to-back promotion playoff losses as they win the playoff final this year. But it is back-to-back Champions League titles for Atletico Madrid. Juve win the Europa League. And Wolfsburg, friends of the channel Wolfsburg, win the Conference League. Ashley Hunter, 19 goals is great, but 12 assists to go alongside it is absolutely brilliant. I wish this guy was like 22 or 23 because dynamic play potential would be looking very nice on him right now. But there it is, lads. We continue to build out the squad here with Salford City. We've been promoted up to League One. Now let's go fight it out in the 3rd division. Life in League One means it is time for us to upgrade our centre-half role once again. Jordan Turnbull out of the club, packing his bags off to France. I was tempted, like last year, I was tempted to sell Tom King and start Bender, but I'm glad I kept Tom King because he's gone up 1 overall. He helped get us promoted, but now he's off to Saudi Arabia. Now this guy's name makes me think that like one side of his family is Irish, obviously, and the other half is Spanish. But this is maybe the least Irish name ever. Anselmo Garcia, but then it's McNulty. So Garcia McNulty joining us here from Wolfsburg for 2.75 mil. Here I was. I can't believe it. So I was looking at goalkeepers thinking, you know what? I'm going to give Bender the starting 11 gig this season, see if we can get some growth out of him and make him a legend. When I stumbled on this guy, Barke, he's the Norwegian goalkeeper, 75 rated already. That is a cheat code right there. That is an absolute cheat code. We had our goal and we have done it quite nicely, ladies and gentlemen. Garcia, McNulty and Barke into the club. Turnbull and King out of the club. I'm excited. This is what this starting 11 is looking like right now. I mean, the growth of Scarlett, the growth of Sessegnon, Birch, all these guys. Kalina. I've just realized Kalina's up to a 77. Nice. This is what we want to see, ladies and gentlemen. We are currently top of League One here on the 1st of January. Only 5 losses again, though. I mean, to be fair, it's like we're on 54 points, Luton Town and Barnsley on 53, and then you've got Wigan who are 10 points behind us. So we just need to make sure we keep ourselves in the top 2. Again, if this guy was younger, if he was 22 or 23 at the start of the career mode, this guy could have been an absolute gun. But I have decided to part ways with Ashley Hunter for 1.25 mil. And we have found our Ashley Hunter replacement and upgrade. And honestly, I am feeling like I'm feeling like Warren Buffett or some famous financial person or some famous businessman or something, because we have signed Samuel Edozie. He stays in Manchester. He's coming from Manchester City to Salford City. His valuation's gone up to £3.9 million. We paid 3.5 for him. And this kid looks like he could be an absolute star. Back-to-back titles, baby. We are headed up to the championship. You love to see it. 95 points. Ourselves in Luton Town. It would have come down to the final day of the season. But we win the league on goal differential, and we would have got promoted regardless. 4 teams headed down to League 2, however, bozos. Leeds United defeat Spurs to win the FA Cup. Man United win another Carabao Cup. Sheffield Wednesday defeat Sunderland to win the Papa John's Trophy. That would have been an insane playoff final. Oh my god. Sunderland beat Wigan 5-4. That would have been awesome. Dortmund stop Atletico Madrid from three-peating as they win the Champions League. PSG win the Europa League. And it is FC Porto winning the Conference League on penalties. My guy, Dane Scarlett. Oh my god. Dane Scarlett has gone up 6 overall this season. And he is heading into the championship as a certified baller. Oh my god. This season honestly couldn't have gone much better. Let's be real, like it would have been nice to win some more silverware. But I'm over the moon at the moment. Surely it doesn't take a genius to connect the dots and feel like Matty Willick and Joe Willick are related, but regardless, they must be part Montenegrin, because we have sent the Montenegrin centre midfielder off to Montreal for £720,000. Luke Burgess, another name that if you're an NRL fan, you would appreciate, but Luke Burgess, not Sam's brother, but Luke Burgess, our attacking midfielder, is off to David Beckham's Inter Miami. Does that mean, since David Beckham technically part owns Salford City, and he part owns Inter Miami, does that mean we've just, like, Luke Burgess is, like, this is like a New York City FC to a Manchester City sort of deal? I don't know. We've signed a left winger from Manchester City, and now it is time to sign a right winger from Manchester City. Cole Palmer, extremely highly regarded. I've been wanting to use him in a rebuild for a very long time. I'm actually going to convert him to an attacking midfielder, I think, but we have signed him for £10.6 million, a club record signing. It's only going to take 2 weeks as well to turn him into an attacking midfielder, so that's a no-brainer. We're at the point now where, I mean, you're going to spend £10.6 million and not expect to have much more money after that, but we're at the point where I'm just really focusing on quality over quantity. But I mean, you look at this side, we could honestly have back-to-back promotions and could be playing Premier League football next year. The only area that worries me is the right-hand side of the midfield, maybe even the centre midfield, maybe McNulty. But honestly, this team's coming together quite nicely. Also, our squad depth numbers are dwindling like crazy, so I'm just going to set up a youth academy in England to get some young players in for squad depth. We're doing so well that Blackburn want us to be their manager. It's a no from me, though. It's a no from me. Well and truly in the promotion hunt, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves 4th in the championship here on the 1st of January. 45 points. West Brom and Watford killing it. But there is still so much time for us to make up ground. I'm just going to promote a whole bunch of our youth academy kids, all the guys that are like over 15 years of age, purely just for squad numbers. Send some of them out on loan, sell some of them in a few years. This is just because we have like 2 reserves right now. Oh my god, it is 3 promotions in a row, 3 promotions on the trot. We almost become Centurions, but we are headed to the Premier League alongside Watford. You absolutely love to see it. Let's go. Salford City playing with the big boys. Meanwhile, Sunderland, Luton Town, Cardiff City back to being minnows. Leicester City win the Brendan Rodgers derby. Tottenham have won the Carabao Cup. Fair play. And it will be West Bromwich Albion taking down the side that wanted us in December. Blackburn on the playoff final. Chelsea win the Champions League. FC Porto are making their way up. They won the Conference League last year. Now they've won the Europa League. I fully expect to see them winning the Champions League in Season 5. Meanwhile, Real Sociedad are Conference League winners this year, meaning they'll probably be Europa League winners next. And in our 3rd promotion season in a row, it is no surprise to see Dane Scarlett topping the goal scoring list once again. 25 goals. My man is 82 rated at age 21. This guy is a stud. Salford City are Premier League. Connor Barnes, the final of our Youth Academy kids, joining the squad. Keep things tame though to start off the Premier League here. Fritz Bender going to send him out on a season-long loan finally. But the first official signing, I mean you can't count Connor Barnes as an official signing, but the first official signing of the Premier League era at Salford City is for a right midfielder, Jolson Fernandez, joining us for £33.3 million from Sporting. And the first departure, again, you can't count Fritz Bender as the departure, but Alex Denny is off to Wolfsberger. You might be thinking we would have made things a little bit more crazy here to kick off life in the Premier League. Fernandez was really the main position we need improved upon, but we also haven't been given the £100 million that you expect to get when you get promoted to the Premier League, which is a little bit of it hurts the soul. It hurts the soul. But this is the starting 11 we have to try surviving the Premier League with. I mean, I'm not going to lie, lads. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little nervous. I need players like Palmer, like Scarlett, like Kalina, even like Barke to really keep us up because, I don't know, Garcia, McNulty, Stamanic, are we going to survive with these type of guys in the squad? We're going to find out. All right, there is no surprise to see us in the trenches of the relegation battle, currently 4 points from safety here on the 1st of January. And it seems like teams like Newcastle, Wolves are starting to break away from us a little bit here. It's only 5 or 6 points, but when you are towards the bottom of the table, every point really counts. Luckily for us, Burnley, West Brom and Watford are just absolutely stinking the bed right now. But we are going to try to get some business done here in the January transfer window as Liam Lachlan is the first man out of the club. I've been trying to sell this guy since essentially season 2. I've accepted so many offers for James Millardo, and of course, I don't renew his contract and he leaves on a free. Of course he rejects every offer when there's a bloody transfer fee on the table, but when it's a free, oh nah, we'll leave. Screw you, Mr. Rebuild, we'll leave. Yeah, James, go fuck yourself. An absolute ally of the Salford City rebuild, unlike James the Bastard, but it is Brandon Thomas Asante out of the club on a permanent deal here in January as he's packing his bags for Belgium. I wanted to do a little bit more business, I'm not gonna lie, but certain deals haven't gone through at the moment. We're here on deadline day. I'm going to have to make a signing, and I'm going to bring in a backup goalkeeper signing. Tim Schreiber is joining us from Leipzig for 3.5 mil. We have survived relegation. We dropped down one position from where we were in January, finishing 16th in the Premier League. But the good thing is, we were 14 points clear of Aston Villa, who have been relegated alongside Burnley and West Brom. At the other end of the table, however, Chelsea win the Prem, Wolverhampton win the FA Cup, Man City the Carabao Cup. I was really expecting to see FC Porto there, but it is Borussia Dortmund winning the Champions League. Real Madrid win the Europa League, and Bayer Leverkusen take down Sevilla to win this year's Conference League. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We survive in the Premier League. It wasn't pretty, but we hit the 40-point total, and now we look to avoid second season syndrome as we get into season number 6. Another guy that's been here quite early with us since day one, Arimide Ote, is headed to Hull City for 1.9 mil. Now, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. In the grand scheme of things, it's not crazy money. We've gotten double over his base valuation. Wheeling and dealing, baby. Wheeling and dealing. I've said it once, I'll say it again. The Warren Buffett of the FIFA career mode community. I honestly had greater expectations when I signed Marko Stamanic at the start of the rebuild. I thought he was going to be an absolute stud for us, but it's not to be. I've parted ways with the Kiwi midfielder for £5.8 million. And in response, we get another centre midfielder that is aged 24. This one, though, Christian Medina, is a lot higher rated. The Argentinian midfielder, I feel like I get confused all the time. Like, I know that is the Argentinian flag, but sometimes when I'm like hours into recording these rebuilds, the mind isn't as sharp as it was in season 1. And I think I've said like the Argentinian flag was the Uruguayan flag, and I've gotten the Ecuadorian and the Colombian flags mixed up. Just blame it on fatigue. Again, I was looking for just young free agent players to put on our bench. I was looking for a striker regen when I stumbled upon this kid, Tiziano D'Agostino. The Italian striker is aged 17, 75 overall. That is a no-brainer to bring him into the squad. Another year, another loan move, however, for Fritz Bender. And again, I said it once, I'll say it again. Quality over quantity. A quality midfielder, a quality backup striker, and 2 not-so-quality players out of the club. We're starting to really progress up to the next level. This is a big opening half of the season, though, for Garcia McNulty, lagging behind compared to the rest of the side. and I'm honestly open to selling him in January if needs be. We aren't in the relegation zone at the moment, but holy moly, this starting, like, look at that. West Ham are on 24 points. We're on 24 points. Everton on 24 points. And Southampton, who occupy 18th, the first relegation spot, are only 3 points behind us. Okay, we need to make a change. Garcia McNulty, I'm sorry, my friend, but your time has come. Garcia McNulty is off to Borussia Mönchengladbach for 15.3 mil. Luke Cox is off to Admira Wacker on loan. And we're going to use the remainder of our transfer budget, literally scratching pennies at the moment, to sign Konstantin Hansen. That is a cool name, but the Danish defender is joining us from Atalanta for 35 mil. What a second half of the season. Oh my god. That is good. I was low-key, I was like petrified that we were going to get relegated and we would have egg on our face and just be super embarrassed. But at the end of the season, we have had a remarkable second half of the season and find ourselves in 8th position. At the top of the table, however, an almost invincible and almost centurion season from City sees them lifting the title. Watford, Fulham, and Bournemouth all relegated, however. Man City have done the domestic double. Man City's done the domestic treble. Barcelona win the Champions League in the Lionel Messi derby. Inter Milan have won the Europa League. What's it with Real Madrid and continuously making the Europa League final in this rebuild? Meanwhile, Southampton have taken down Fenerbahce in the Conference League final. Samuel Edozie? Is that how you say it? Is that how you pronounce his name? Edozie? Yeah, I'm just going to call him Edozie, but Samuel Edozie, 20 goals, 4 assists. Great season for the fella. It's an emotional moment, lads. It's an emotional moment. Our first ever signing in charge of the club, in charge of Salford City, Marco Birch. Well, our first signing behind Scarlett, Marco Birch. It's time to say goodbye. £32 million to send him to Hellas Verona. And in response, we add another free agent, well, regen gun. Absolute gun. Rudolf Marek, the Slovenian defender, joining us from Inter Milan for £50 million. This is essentially Season 7's version of Milan Skriniar. We're also saying goodbye to another player that I hold near and dear to my heart. It is Steven Sessegnon, who is off to Borussia Dortmund. And in response, we take this Salford City side to the next level as we sign the American wonder kid Serginho Dest himself, £58.7 million from PSG. Maybe it's third time lucky that we'll get some growth here, but Fritz Bender, once again 68 rated, off to FC Schalke on a season-long loan. The defense has gone up another level here. We finished 8th in the Premier League last year, which means I want, like, naturally, we need to finish higher than 8th this year. We need to get ourselves at least into a Conference League spot. That is my expectation here in Season 7. It was a frustrating window. Look how many loan players I've put up and transfer players. Nothing going through or coming up to begin with. The bench is definitely lacking. Behind Schreiber and D'Agostino, the bench is lacking. But the starting 11 is certainly catching up. The starting 11, we're holding a lot of pride with them so far. Alright, we're in the hunt at the moment. I did say that Europa League football, Conference League football, that was the goal. We're currently sitting 7th in the Premier League. Champions League, it's there, but we just need to really take things up another gear in this second half. Barkay, when I signed him, his growth has been okay. We've had him for, what, 5 years? It's been okay growth, but I honestly expected better. I honestly expected him to be high 80s at this point. So we're going to part ways and send the Norwegian keeper to Brentford. And in response, I mean, I tried to raise a little bit more money, but we're going to make a slight little upgrade here. I don't know if this man's going to be our end game goalkeeper, but Diogo Costa is joining us here for 36.4 mil. I'm disappointed, lads. I am really disappointed this season. We finished 8th in the Premier League. Not even getting Conference League, I don't think that means. Unless, I don't think that gets us Conference League football. That is annoying. It's always nice to see QPR relegated though. Brighton, they were first in the Premier League on the 1st of January. They end up winning the FA Cup this year. Meanwhile, Everton have won the Carabao Cup. Barcelona win an All-Spanish Champions League final. Spain on top at the moment. Meanwhile, Sevilla have won the Conference League. I'm honestly so disappointed though, lads, that we've finished in 8th once again. Only 4 points away from any European football. Next year, it is a no-brainer. It is non-negotiable that we qualify for Champions League football. It has been a somewhat short spell at the club here for Christian Medina as we part ways with the Argentinian centre midfielder and send him to Lazio for £35.6 million. I am really taking things up, like strap in, honestly, strap yourselves in for this 8th season, lads. I am not messing about. Jolson Fernandez is the latest player out of the club off to Wolverhampton, and we are going to make an upgrade to the midfield here. Samuel Ricci, the Italian centre midfielder, joining us from Everton for £51 million. I'm hopeful that this guy could be Riyad Mahrez's regen, but we are going to sign Nadir Slimani, the Algerian winger, joining us from PSG for £71.7 million. Finally! Oh my god, I thought this was going to be one of those guys I was never able to sell, but Tyler Golden is gone. And we finally got a loan move here for Albert Little, who's off to Paris FC. Yep, I said last season, I'm pretty sure it was last season when we signed Diego Costa, I said I didn't expect him to be an endgame goalkeeper. And I've stayed true to my word as we've sold him to Chelsea for £55 million. Billy Fox also out of the club on a season-long loan move. Oh my god, lads. I am drained. I am honestly drained. We have spent every penny from those deals that I made like at the start of the season. I was like, I'd probably thought I'd be able to get another goalkeeper in and then look to upgrade another position. But we have stumbled upon this guy, Jonas Fuchs, playing at Borussia Mönchengladbach. Looks like the regen of maybe Manuel Neuer or Ter Stegen or somebody like that. But Jonas Fuchs is joining us for £120 million. Now that is an endgame goalkeeper. I need to go get myself a coffee. Also going to make the signing here on deadline day of a new backup centre defender, Marco Anselmi, joining us on a free. But that concludes what has been an absolutely chaotic transfer window. Oh my god. That is some big money being thrown around. Imagine if we don't qualify for Champions League football now. I mean, you look at this team. The backline is gone. The midfield is gone. Maybe we need some growth from Scott. Scarlett's been gone since day one. This starting 11 is surely Champions League qualification worthy. Surely, FIFA. Do not stuff me about. We are in the European race here on the 1st of January. The thing though, we're 6 points away from Man City, but we're also 6 points away from being down in like 7th or 8th. So the second half of this season could really go either way. And the thing is, I don't know if we're going to be able to do any business. Yeah, I was right, lads. We literally have no money here. And there was nobody I really wanted to sell. So we got to hope now that this team that we've put on the park is good enough to finish the job in the second half of the season. Second in the Premier League. Wait, when we... Okay. What has happened in the second half of the season? Man City were 6 points ahead of us. We end up finishing 7 points ahead of Manchester City. And Liverpool have come out of nowhere to win the Premier League by 1 point, which is disappointing because clearly we should have won the Premier League then, but at least we've qualified for Champions League footy. At the other end of the spectrum though, it is Bournemouth, Norwich and Leeds getting relegated. Liverpool have won the FA Cup. Liverpool's done the treble as well. It seems that if you win the Premier League now, you're just guaranteed to do the treble. PSG have won the Champions League this season. Leicester City finally get their hands on some silverware in Europe. And Bologna, of all sides, have won the Conference League. Oh my goodness gracious me. Samuel Edozie, 30 goals, 2 assists, and up 6 overall to a 91 rating. This dude is on absolute... He's on something else. Champions League footy coming to the Peninsula Stadium in season number 9, however. Let's see what we can do to get the job done. Another year, another loan move for Luke Cox as he's off to PEC Zwolle on the season-long move. Despite having some pretty damn good growth last season, I have decided to part ways with Alex Scott. I want to build a Champions League winning squad this season, and honestly, we need to get an end game type player if we're going to do that. And there it is, we get our man. It is Giovanni Reyna. Gio Reyna, the American Wonder Kid, is joining us here for £90.5 million. We've signed him from Wolverhampton, and I'm over the bloody moon about that. Also going to step in and sign a backup left midfielder, Jacob Kaminski. I'm not sure why he's getting like the full like ceremonial welcome cutscene for an 83 rated player, but I'm just glad everybody's hyped about it. And Adam Mills is out of the club on a permanent deal as we send him to Portsmouth. There we go, just picking and choosing areas to upgrade the squad. Needed a gun attacking midfielder, needed some help on the bench, and we've gotten both those areas sorted. Looking at the starting 11 now, like there is honestly, like, let's be real, unless we get injuries or suspensions or something, there is no reason why we can't be Champions League contenders this year. And I'm hoping I'm right. But for our first experience in the Champions League, I've honestly got to say, we've been, I want to say blessed. I don't want to jinx us, but Atalanta, Royal Antwerp, and CSKA Moscow, you could have worse. Top of the group as well. We didn't jinx ourselves, and we're into the round of 16. And in the round of 16, we have been drawn up against Bayer Leverkusen, which is going to be a good test to see what we're made of. At least we didn't do an Atalanta and get drawn up against Barca. The goal and the expectation every season here on in is Champions League qualification in the Premier League, currently third. We're going to make another bench upgrade here in the January transfer window. I was saving a little bit of coin in case we had to go and sell anybody or upgrade the starting 11. But I've decided to upgrade the bench. Paulo Bernardo, the Portuguese attacking midfielder, joining us. Deep breath, lads. I'm a little anxious here, but we are into the Champions League knockout rounds. It is our first taste of knockout round football, and we have Leverkusen on the road in Germany for the first leg here. We're going to quick simulate it against the German outfit, and a 2-1 victory is what we... That's 73rd minute. I interrupted myself, but that 73rd minute would have been chaos. Cologne scores, and then I assume Dane Scarlett straight from the kickoff. Nice. So we do have the advantage here heading into the second leg against Bayer and Leverkusen. Need to make sure that we close things out, however. Come on, lads. Let's get into it. I'm going to quick sim it here at the Peninsula Stadium. This scoreline is a 2-all draw, 4-3 on aggregate. And the quarterfinals are where we're headed. Quarterfinal time of the Champions League this season, and we've been drawn up against Juventus. No disrespect to Leicester, but they were the team I was hoping I got, but it is Juventus. Once again on the road to kick off these quarterfinal clashes against Juventus. Traveling to Turin, this is a big test, lads. We're going to jump straight into it. Quick simming, and it is another 2-1 advantage from the first leg. Adozi, he's been an absolute stud for us in this rebuild to date, and he's the one that gives us the advantage against Juventus getting into the second leg. Let's go. We have been in this position before, lad. We were 2-1 up, headed against Bayer Leverkusen. We closed it out with a draw. Let's make sure we do that again. I want to get the result in this one, either a win or a draw, no injuries, no suspensions, and get ourselves through to the Champions League semis here in season number 9. We're going to simulate it against Juventus at home, and oh my god, we've been eliminated! What? In extra time! Fabian scores in extra time, and we go down 3-1. We've bottled it. We have absolutely bottled it. Bottled it in the Champions League, but ladies and gentlemen, we have won the Premier League title with Salford City. We win the Premier League title on goal differential, meaning in today's rebuild, we have won every single level of English football. We've won League 2, we've won League 1, we've won the Championship, and now we've won the Premier League. No, dickhead. You got second in the Championship, not first, second. Arsenal got relegated! Oh my god! Arsenal have been relegated! This season has been absolutely insane. The Gunners have been relegated. Oh my god. We did win the Community Shield at the start of the season, however, against Liverpool. We lost the FA Cup final to Chelsea on penalties, and it is a Carabao Cup title for Tottenham. I feel like it's been Barcelona versus PSG in the Champions League final every season. More silverware for Tottenham though, as they win the Europa League, and Aston Villa have won the Conference League. Dude, Edozie is like first ballot rebuild Hall of Famer at this point. 93 overall, 31 goals, 7 assists. Our team is killing it. What a season though, season number 9 has been. We're into the Champions League once again in season number 10, but we head there with a little bit more swagger. Premiers of the Champions League. No, champions of the Premier League. Clearly last year proved to us that we need just something a little bit more if we're going to go and win the Champions League. So why not go and get Luka Modric's bloody regen? Petar Soldo is joining us from Leverkusen for 117.2 mil. And honestly, with the little bit of money we still have, I want to keep one eye on the future. Whilst I do think we're only a couple of years away from winning a Champions League, I also want to make sure the club is sustainable for the future. So we're getting a young Portuguese defender in Emmanuel Ferreira, 17-year-old defender, into the club. And whilst I'm happy with the business we've done, again, just the transfers that the players I've put on the transfer list just won't get offers. When I do get offers, they won't sell. It's annoying. But this team is just absolutely sensational at the moment. It's something else. Again, we've been drawn into a group which I think we should be getting out of, but it is a little bit tougher this season as we have Bayern Munich to contend with as well. Bayern Munich, AZ Alkmaar, and Slavia Praha. But again, it is no worries as we have topped the group and we've gone undefeated in the group stages. 6 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses. That just bolsters the confidence up to another level. And in the round of 16, we have been drawn up against Hellas Verona. Hopefully the Swiss defender we had, Much or whatever his name was, Birch or whatever his name was, is still playing for Hellas Verona. That'll be a nice little reunion. And the goal has to be another Premier League title. Honestly, that's the gold standard right now. At the moment, it looks like a 2-horse race between ourselves and currently invincible Manchester City. Here we go. Last season, the Champions League round of 16 was not an issue for us. But here we go once again. Champions League knockout rounds. The round of 16 against Hellas Verona. No sign of Birch at the moment, but we're going to simulate it here. And we absolutely dominate Hellas Verona 4-1. That is a strong start getting into the second leg. Full strength starting 11, getting into the second leg once again. I'm just going to absolutely fly through this one. Surely there's no way we get eliminated, and we survive. It's a 2-all draw. Hansen with a yellow card though, so hopefully that's no suspension for him. But we do go through to the quarterfinals once again. And in the quarterfinals, we have been drawn up against the team that has arguably dominated this rebuild to date. It is Atletico Madrid. This is really going to show us what we are made of. Are we contenders or are we pretenders? We're stepping up here at the Peninsula Stadium, taking on Simeone's Atletico Madrid, getting into the first leg here. This scoreline is simulated and it is a 1-all draw. I can live with that. I'm not stoked about it, but I can live with it. It is a 1-all draw. Whew. Okay, lads, we are on the road. We are off to Madrid here at the Estadio Metropolitano, whatever it is, Wanda Metropolitano, but we are taking on Atletico Madrid. I got distracted there because we just hit a 6 in the ashes, but we're going to jump into it, we're going to simulate it, and we're going to get ourselves through to the Champions League semis. Let's fucking go! Champions League semi-final time. I'm getting delusional, ladies and gentlemen, but we have been drawn up against Inter Milan. Inter Milan in the Champions League semis. Alright, off to the world famous San Siro here for the first leg against Inter Milan. Need to get ourselves off to a strong start. Need to get ourselves in pole position for the second leg against Inter Milan. We're going to simulate it here. And this scoreline, oh my goodness gracious me, we have absolutely given them the thumb there. 4-1 advantage against Inter Milan. That is absolutely sensational. Surely there is no way we don't finish the job here. If we bottle this advantage against Inter Milan, I might just go deactivate the channel on the spot. If we bottle this, you won't even be watching this video because I would have already deleted the channel, deleted my Instagram, my Twitter, and gone off and lived on a remote island in the middle of nowhere. But we're going to get into it. For a spot in the Champions League final, we absolutely just obliterate Inter Milan. Inter Milan, we own your club. Let's go. 4-0, 8-1, Champions League final bound. And it is another date with another Italian side as we have been drawn up against Atalanta for the Champions League final here in season number 10. Taking a look around the grounds at the other tournaments, it is Leicester with another Europa League title. Manchester United have won the Conference League. We go back to back, baby. Manchester City absolutely fell off in the second half of the season there. We end up finishing 16 points clear of United and win the Premier League. Meanwhile, at the other end of the spectrum, Villa, Norwich and Blackburn are relegated. We lose the Community Shield final for a second straight season. What is going on there? Meanwhile, Chelsea add another FA Cup title to their collection. So, whatever. Liverpool won the Carabao Cup. How the hell did Lincoln City make the Carabao Cup final? But here we go, lads, taking a look at what has been an absolutely insane team we have put together so far as we get ready for the Champions League final between Salford City and Atalanta. The thing that I love about these Road to Glory rebuilds is the teams, like throughout the course of the rebuild, I'm doing development plans behind the scenes. That's a big tip on they can give you on how to grow players better. Continuously use development plans on players. So most of our squad is 5-star, 5-star. 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. Also, some of these stats I'm just seeing are just ridiculous. But I want to score some goals, and I want to make them spectacular goals as well. Let's get into it, lads. The Champions League final, Salford versus Atalanta. Here we go. Showtime, baby. Here we go. Come on, let's get this job done at the Santiago Bernabeu against Atalanta. That would have been a big tackle to begin with. Come on, I want to get ourselves. It's been a tense start to the game, honestly, so far. See if we can get something firing here. Soldo, I see that run being made up the guts. We're going to go out wide instead of Slimani. I see you on the right-hand side. Serginho Dest getting it in early. Cole Palmer saved. I was hoping we got the follow-up. We're going to win the header there. Nicely done. Slimani going through there to Gio Reyna. Go on in, Scarlett. I thought I stuffed it up at the start there, lads. I thought I should have taken the shot with Gio Reyna. Give me a hug, Reyna. We're going to have to celebrate with Scarlett regardless, but we take the lead half an hour into the Champions League final. I'm just trying to win another goal, get another goal to our name. We're killing them down the left-hand side. It's a dozy off the post. Come on, man. That could have easily and probably should have easily been 2-0, but here we go. Atalanta on the counter. Trying to stop them from getting any good opportunities. I'm lunging in here like crazy, but thankfully they've gone for the audacious finish. Come on. Another goal before half-time. Would definitely be deserved. Slimani, I see you. There's a lot of space in the middle here. Slimani going there. Look at the options. Go! Finish it! Oh, it's... Wait. They called half-time there! What? Just defending. It's Gay going in there to Martinez, putting that one across. It's saved. It was a good save. Don't get it wrong. It was a good save there from Jonas Fuchs for the first time. But that one's fallen down. He slapped it away with his own hand. And all of a sudden, it's tied. Yeah, draw and pass. I wanted him to take the bait a little bit more. Got it out. Go to Reyna. Gio Reyna saved it in the post by Ramsdale. Do not do it to me like this. 92nd minute, 90th minute here. Headed away. Good, it's fallen. I thought they were going to get the tap in there. Do we have time for one last attack? Put it through, and they call full time there. Let it run an extra 5 seconds, referee. He's a prick. Nicely won there. Come on, can we get something? Here we go. We shoot. Oh, I was trying to get it. I don't know what I was trying to achieve there, honestly. Just trying to get a shot off. Yeah, make the run. Reyna. I see Scarlett, but I also want some better options. We'll just go there. Get it through. Stay on side. Please be on side, Slimani. Scores! Let's go! The 116th minute. It is Slimani who's going to give us the lead here in the Champions League final. Oh my God. We've just got to finish it here. Oh, this should be the full-time whistle. I swear to God, if they score after extra time, Get that one away. Get that one away. I'm just spamming it. No. Oh my god, he's fallen over. No, it's headed back out to them. And they've called full time. Oh my god, we've done it, lads. 10 seasons later, and this Salford City monster rebuild has been completed. I need to go sleep for the next year of my life. But lads, it has been JarradHD here. Enjoy these title celebrations. I am out. Peace.